Good afternoon. Welcome to the 2014 Legacy Celebration. This Legacy event is something that I look forward to every year. It means we're about 3 months away from warm weather. As I stand here and look out, I'm humbled to think of the dramatic ways your donations and service have changed the lives of our students, faculty, and the greatness of EIU. I hope you enjoy your visit to campus today and have the opportunity to interact with some of the students and faculty for whom your philanthropy has made a difference. I would like to thank the members of the 2014 Legacy Celebration Committee for the planning that went into creating this wonderful event. If you would all stand as a group to be recognized, I'd like to thank you at this time. Give them a round of applause. I would also like to ask that the students who have joined us today stand and be recognized. Give the students, please stand. Come on, Zach. Thank you. These students represent all colleges and a variety of majors. Most of the students present today have directly benefited from a scholarship held by the EIU Foundation. They represent the cream of the crop, the best that we have to offer, and we appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedules to meet with us today. Also at this time, I'd like to recognize from the Board of Trustees, Jan Spivey-Gilchrist and her husband, Kelvin. Jan? And former trustee, always a pleasure to introduce Mr. Don Yost. Don. We have two extra special guests today, the family members of Dr. Robert Buzzard, who served as the third president of Eastern Illinois University, Charles Buzz, the son, and Thomas Buzz, the grandson. If you guys would please stand, give them a big hand. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the stage Tim Burke, the past president of the Eastern Illinois University Foundation. Tim.
Thanks, Bob. I'm standing in for Christine Robertson today due to a last-second problem that she had. It's only fitting that I'm doing this because she filled in for me at this event last year. I planned for mine, though, Christine. She was very disappointed that she couldn't attend today because she was looking forward to being able to introduce to each of you the Foundation's new executive officer, Jonathan McKenzie. Jonathan assumed the role as the Foundation's executive officer on April 1st. Now, I'm not sure if I was Jonathan, I would have picked April 1st to be my first day, but it was Jonathan's choice. While new to this role, Jonathan is not new to EIU. He has been on the staff here for 10 years, most recently as the assistant dean in the Lumpkin College of Business and Applied Sciences. Prior to that, he was in alumni services. I hope that in the reception afterwards and in the coming many years that you're going to be in the executive officer role, all of you will get a chance to meet him. I think we made an excellent choice, and you will witness that today. Jonathan?
Well, we have a very busy schedule today, so I promise I will keep this short. But thank you for the very warm welcome. And thank you most of all for coming today and joining in the celebration of the many good works of our donors and volunteers. The Foundation is profoundly grateful to each of you for the support that you've provided to Eastern Illinois University. I hope you enjoy today's festivities that are in your honor, and I look forward to visiting with all of you at the reception soon to follow. So thank you and welcome.
Now it's a pleasure to introduce the President of Eastern Illinois University, Dr. Bill Perry.
Boy, that was a tall step. That's hard to do for me, but that one, it said watch your step, so that's what I did. Well, it's a pleasure to be here today and bring greetings to reflect just a little bit on something all of us went through. We were students at one time, some of us more recently than others, as evidenced by our current students who are here. But I remember how exotic it seemed to go to college. I mean, here I was among people who I'd never met before, never seen before, some from the East Coast who I couldn't understand what they were saying, in a little bitty college in the middle of Missouri, and where I met Linda, my wife. Going to celebrate our 47th anniversary this May. Linda, would you stand up, please? And I know. And I think about what happened there, what happened for me. I didn't realize it at the time, but it was a village that raised me up. It was a village. And you, the donors, the friends of the university who are in the audience today, you're that village that has raised these students up. You're the village. And the village is bigger than you physically, your physical presence here. It's what you fill the room with. Spirit of giving, spirit of generosity, a spirit of caring what's going to happen to this country, a spirit of caring what the next generation of graduates of EIU is going to be, a spirit of generosity that humbles me and everyone involved with philanthropy at EIU, a spirit that humbles our faculty and staff, a spirit that also inspires the faculty and staff to also give in our faculty staff campaign. Not only are you helping these students, the students who have your scholarships, but you're also inspiring others to give, to support the other students here at EIU, to make that village even larger than who's in this room, to raise up all those EIU students and to create the future of this state and of this nation. And so, on behalf of the faculty and staff and students of Eastern Illinois University, I thank you for your unstinting giving, for your loyalty and your devotion to Eastern Illinois University. And it's my pleasure to be here to assist in presenting the pins and participate in the ceremony and then meet with you afterwards in the reception. Thank you for being here today, and thank you very much for your generosity.
I didn't play basketball, so I got to move it down after Dr. Perry. I am so glad the EIU Percussion Ensemble were able to perform today, because my next idea for entertainment was Don Gear and Tim McCullum singing a duet for me. So thanks for being on standby, guys. At this point, we're honored to recognize individuals with the pinning ceremony. We're going to recognize first those who contribute to take our university from great to extraordinary. Remember, our last campaign was Expect Greatness. We're beyond greatness. With your help, we're going to extraordinary. We are grateful that you have made the commitment to ensure that the tradition of excellence at EIU is upheld. I hope that this pin can be a symbol to each of you of our appreciation for the gifts you have provided to EIU, and that you will wear it with pride, knowing that your support positively impacts our students and faculty. In your program, you will find an explanation of the various societies that will be recognized this afternoon. A complete listing of members in the giving societies will be available online in the honor row of donors on the EIU Foundation website. At this time, I ask that all individuals of the Keystone Society receiving pins this afternoon come forward to the stage and accept your pin from President Perry and Jonathan McKenzie. Even though he was hired on April Fool's Day, it's legit, gentlemen. This society is for donors who have made a lifetime contribution equal to or greater than $50,000 to EIU. Our first recipients are Harry and Gladys Frost. They're right here. First is Harry and Gladys Frost. And then I'll let you all get up here. We're in no hurry. Geraldine Larson.
Let's work. We got to work with the photographer.
Thank you. Geraldine Larson. Helen Crable Reed. Helen? Tony and Debbie Sparks. Next, I would like the members of the Cornerstone Society to come forward to receive their pins. These donors have made lifetime contributions equal to or greater than $25,000. Please come to the stage.
Wait till the applause ends before announcing the next person. Okay. Lost a little bit. Okay.
Come on.
Bob Shaw.
didn't realize you were so shy. I knew he'd go the opposite way.
Here we go. Don't worry about that.
Jeffrey M. Augustine. Bob Glover. Maxine Clayton. And I think these two get an award for coming from the furthest to this event, Raymond Fisher and Carolyn Miller Fisher. Mary Lou Gaskell. Richard and Kathy Hummel. Greg and Tricia Johnson. Our Provost, Dr. Blair Lord. Now that's three fine-looking men there. Give them a round of applause. Eli and Ann Sidwell. And usually you see this guy out asking for money. It's a pleasure that he's giving money. But Mike and Libby Murray. Thank you, Mike and Libby. Now, this next guy's actually a Keystone donor. You'd think being a former track star, he'd have got up here quicker, but Augustino Arroyo.
Cornerstone or Keystone?
Keystone.
Keystone.
And Julie and Bob Sterling.
Cornerstone?
Yes. The final group we're recognizing today are members of the Heritage Society. At this time, I would like to invite the members of this society to come forward. This society is for those individuals who have a special place in their hearts for Eastern and have elected to remember Eastern through a final estate gift. Our first one is our student trustee and our youngest estate gift. We are so proud of you, Mitchell Gurrick. Roy and Patricia Meyerholz. Hank and Jill Nielsen. Kevinetta O'Brien. Norm and Maria Plummer. Now, if you want lessons on how to hit a golf ball straight, don't talk to Norm, but talk with Maria. He taught his son well, so Don Yost did. I think he gave him his good looks, but not his hair. Jeremy and Amanda Yost, thank you. I would now like to ask all those present who are members of any of the various giving societies to stand and be recognized for your support. So if you have a pen in the past, please stand up now. I would now like to invite our speakers to join me on the stage. Winston Churchill once said, "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give." Each gift that is contributed to the EIU Foundation touches two lives. The first life is of the donor who makes a choice to support the mission of EIU through a gift. The second life is of the student or faculty member for whom the gift made a difference. We are so thankful that you made the choice to support EIU's vision of being a premier comprehensive university. This support makes it possible for us to uphold excellence in all we do, even as we navigate challenging economic times. To bring life to the faces behind these gifts, we have invited 3 individuals to share their stories. Our speakers represent donors and recipients of both endowed funds and endowed scholarships. I hope you will take a moment later to learn about them by reading their biographies in your program booklet. Our first speaker today is Mr. Habib Habib. He is a 1999 graduate of the EIU's MBA program, is currently the president and CEO for Benefit Planning Consultants. He is also the founder of H Squared, an initiative focused on the idea of taking the good in life to a higher power. Habib is a scholarship donor for the Habib Habib Annual Scholarship for Non-Traditional Students. It is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Habib Habib to the podium.
It is a pleasure to be with you here today. There's a great generosity in the room, and it doesn't go unnoticed. What a wonderful thing that you have done for people to show kindness, which is my passion, by the way. And I want to tell you a bit about my story and why we give. Joy, my wife, my wonderful wife, is in the room. I won't make her stand, she'll kill me. But I came to the United States in 1973 from Lebanon far away, 7,000 miles away. 1973 to go to Olivet Nazarene to be a doctor and go back to Lebanon and be rich forever. And usually people laugh, but I really wanted to be back and provide for my family. I was the first, because of 2 world wars, my parents didn't go to college. So I was going to be the first one in my immediate family to go to college. And I was a good student. I was going to come to America, be a doctor, and go back and provide. Well, I was 17. I had graduated at a very young age from high school, and the world was in front of me. Everything was going to be okay. 16 months later, civil war started in Lebanon. And I ran out of money, didn't know where my parents were, and life became rough. I had to quit my schooling and start working. I started at Arby's in Bourbonnais, Bradley, for $1.65 an hour. Thank God they gave free meals, because you couldn't live on it. I worked hard. My parents taught me a good work ethic. I didn't care what I was doing. I just needed to succeed. I got promoted. I moved to Champaign to be a district manager and part owner in the restaurant group that owned Arby's. Actually, they owned Arby's in Bradley, but they were from Champaign. So I had met Joy in Olivet as well. When they asked me to move, we ended up marrying, and we've been in Champaign since 1985. I worked hard. We had children. War ended. I was able to bring my parents over. My mom passed away in '93, and I needed to get back to college. I knew I could have a great degree if I have the opportunity. In 1993, I started college again through the BGS program, was at the time called BOG program at EIU. I got it done. I got an MBA done. I'm a CEO of a company now. God has blessed. Well, we never want to forget where we came from. And so the reason we give is that many times life throws you a curveball. And people still believe in themselves. Sometimes they need a lending hand. I paid for my education. But I never want to forget all the kindness that Americans have lent to me through support, through acts of kindness, sometimes materially, that helped me know that I'm okay. and made me believe in myself and made me get my MBA and made me successful. My parents taught me a good work ethic. My American friends and American families gave me kindness. And so we want to give back for that reason, and I think many of you want to give for that reason as well. How many people are like me, not necessarily from Lebanon, but maybe from Lebanon, Indiana, or Lebanon, Tennessee, where because of economic conditions in the United States, and we know how bad it's been the last few years, have had life throw them a curveball, and you really given them a lifeline. What you do matters, and that's why we give. And that's why we appreciate other people who give as well. Thank you so much.
Our next speaker is Mr. Mitchell Gurrick. He is currently pursuing his bachelor's degree in business education and is on schedule to graduate in May 2015. You still on schedule? You're still on schedule to graduate?
Yes.
All right. He is a student trustee and has been heavily involved in student government, serving as an executive vice president and speaker of the Student Senate. Mitch has not only been the recipient of many scholarships here at EIU, he's also become a donor by creating the Mitchell Gurrick Student Trustee Scholarship. It is with great pleasure that I welcome Mr. Mitch Gurrick to speak to you today. Mitch.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Martin, for the great introduction. And I'd also like to give a thank you to all of the individuals responsible for putting on this tradition at Eastern Illinois University. It's truly an honor to stand before all of you here today. I'm also exceedingly honored to have with me my biggest fans, the two most supportive, loving, caring people that anyone could really ask for, my mom and dad. I'd also like to give a special thank you to the Buzzard family for traveling and being with us today, and Dr. Greathouse. I'm a proud scholarship recipient of both. I've been blessed with numerous scholarship opportunities through the foundation, and scholarships have really shaped my present life, but Eastern Illinois University continues to build the framework for my future. This school has become my home away from home, and I believe strongly in the values, education, environment, and opportunities it provides for its students to attain success. As outlined by a portion of the University Foundation mission, it exists to enhance the educational activities of EIU students and employees by participating in, supporting academic and artistic programming through scholarships and grants. That's right on. I've experienced that motto each day since attending EIU. I'm particularly appreciative of the foundation as it has and continues to provide thousands of students with countless opportunities. The foundation has taught me the meaning of two words: humility and perspective. Patrick Sudskind once said, "Talent means nothing, while experience acquired in humility and with hard work means everything." His quote implores us to work hard and take no experience for granted, while maintaining a constant thirst for knowledge. Receiving scholarships inspires students to work harder to achieve their personal and professional goals. Along the lines of humility, as I authored this speech through reflecting on my own life, I began to understand the context of the word perspective and its true meaning. Perspective provides an outlook for where we're at, or more importantly, where we seek to go. It allows us to look at our current lives to envision where we want or don't want to go based on preconceived ideas, interests, motivation, enthusiasm, perseverance, and really developed a newfound respect for life itself. Perspective, like receiving scholarships, gives an outlook for where we desire to go and a pathway to what we plan to do in the future. Your personal investment, sacrifices, and commitment to help college students be successful at Eastern Illinois University is admirable. At this school, along the lines of perspective, I've had the opportunity to participate in many things because of scholarships. From representing student views to the Board of Trustees, serving as Speaker of the Student Senate and leading an organization to address campus issues, presenting at conferences related to my academic major, advocating and leading the student lobby team on behalf of Eastern and Springfield at the Capitol, completing multiple internships at Fortune 500 companies, maintaining a 4.0 cumulative GPA, the list goes on. But the speech isn't really about me, it's about you, and how students at Eastern Illinois University are challenged to chase their dreams beyond the walls of the classroom by doing what we love to do to the best of our abilities, and using our unique talents and occupation to contribute meaningfully to the common welfare of society. I cannot adequately express in words how appreciative I am for my EIU education. It's humbling to know the foundation exists on our campus to assist students in their educational pursuits. Many of my peers feel hopeless at the thought of not being able to afford their college education and give up looking for sources of assistance. As students, we are incredibly grateful to the foundation for falsifying this mystery, for letting students around the country know that if they want to attend an amazing school and pursue higher education at Eastern Illinois University, it's possible. Your investment in the future of EIU students is a great asset to our world. So, how does one give back or pay it forward to something that has truly changed their life? How to give back to a place that has given others and myself so much? My solution is to establish another scholarship fund to give to students after me to help provide a similarly meaningful college experience as I have been so fortunate and blessed to have. Stephen Kuehl and Justin Sino were, I don't know if they're here, but they were incredibly helpful in guiding me through this process, something of which I will be proud to contribute to throughout the course of my life, never forgetting Eastern Illinois University and how it has shaped me into the individual I am today. Instead of gifts for graduation, I will be asking for donations to fund the Mitchell Gurrick Student Trustee Scholarship and sharing my positive experience from EIU with others. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support in me and my colleagues' education. It is because of great people like all of you that Eastern Illinois University continues to expect greatness from its students. Thank you.
With young people as bright as that, the world's looking good. Thank you. Our final endowment speaker is Dr. Jill Deppy. Jill is an assistant professor in biological sciences. Her research focuses on wildlife habitat relationships and animal movement, as well as wildlife responses to anthropogenic and natural changes in the environment. This year, Jill has been a fund recipient of the Jack and Margaret Redden Fund for the Improvement of Undergraduate Instruction. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Jill Deppy to the podium. Jill.
I don't usually consider myself a short person, but I feel short on this stage. Well, I apologize, I'm just getting over a cold. So thank you so much for the invitation to talk to all of you today. It's a pleasure for me to be able to meet the folks that make my job so much fun. I can't complain about my job. I love coming here every day. And I love interacting with the students, like Mitchell. He is, I think, a great example of what kind of student Eastern envisions. And all of your donations, all of your help, helps me, helps the other faculty, helps Eastern Illinois University achieve our central mission, and that's of preparing students to be leaders in their field and to be well-educated, responsible citizens. Now, I've actually benefited in so many ways from help from all of you. One of the grants that I've received a few times has been the Redden Foundation grant, and my apologies. And that actually helps me do the best education that I can. And my philosophy, I am a wildlife ecologist. I usually am not dressed like this. I am usually knee-deep in mud and water in the field with my students, teaching them how biology works, how the world works. And the best way to do that is by hands-on experience. But hands-on experience requires equipment, it requires supplies, vehicles that can get us, out the state or to different areas. And that's where my classroom is. My classroom is all over. It's everywhere. And it's through donations, through gifts from all of you that makes it possible. Just to share a few things, that I've used the money for, because some people say, well, what kinds of things do you buy? And what exactly do you do as a wildlife ecologist? One of the things we were doing just not that long ago was looking for bats, right? So we put nets up and we have these really cool devices that can actually detect bats. You can't see them, you can't hear them, but they're out there. And when I take students out into the field and I say, well, can you see any bats? Can you show me any bats? They said, there's nothing out here. We're just mosquitoes and it's wet and it's dirty. After a while they think, well, we'll just go home. And I take out this recorder, this cool device that I was able to purchase, and I say, there are tons of bats. I turn it on and you hear all of this activity. It's like being in a cocktail party and everyone's talking to each other and the students are amazed. And as a result of those experiences, using those kinds of gifts, I now have 7 students, undergraduate students, who want to do research in my lab. It inspires them. It shows them that there are a lot of opportunities out there beyond the classroom. And it's what wakes them up and gets them to, come to class and to go on and do great things. And my experience is with wildlife ecology, but it's the same in business or economics or art. So I just want to thank you all again for all of the great donations. We couldn't do our jobs as well. We couldn't produce stellar students without your help. So thank you.
I'd like to put in a thank you for our faculty. You saw the provost leading by example, and Jill coming up here and telling you what she's done. And giving back on the faculty staff campaign, and I can put things easily into terms of football games, a percentage of giving. If we were going against the Ohio State University, our faculty would have beat them 42-29 with their percentage of giving back. So thank you guys, you've done fantastic. Let's give our speakers another round of applause. Thank you for your stories. Thank you for helping.
Dave, you did a great job. Thank you very much, sir. Good to see you.
At this time, I'd like to invite Jonathan McKenzie to the podium to present the Burnham and Nancy Neal Outstanding Philanthropist Award. Jonathan.
Well, thank you, Bob. And Tim Burke is going to be joining us again. That's right. At this time, we would like to recognize some very special supporters of the Eastern Illinois University Foundation. Founded in 1953, the foundation has depended upon the generosity of our members and volunteers to fulfill our mission of support to the university. Beginning in 1993, the foundation has formally recognized and honored our volunteers and donors. In 1997, these awards were renamed the Burnham and Nancy Neal Philanthropy Awards in appreciation of their leadership, support, and dedication to both Eastern Illinois University and the foundation. The critical support and sustaining financial commitments provided by these distinguished philanthropists are essential to the future of the university and our students. Now, as you have read in today's program, David and Phyllis Sardella exemplify the best of Eastern and of lives lived in the service of others. David retired from Eastern after a distinguished career that culminated in his service as Director of Registration. And Phyllis, she taught 3rd grade at Carl Sandburg Elementary here in Charleston. And even though officially retired, Phyllis enjoys teaching so much that she substitute teaches when called upon. And when asked why they give in support of EIU, David responded, "We give back to Eastern for the opportunities afforded us, which included the degrees earned by both Phyllis and our daughters. And I'm sure that your daughters, Lisa and Suzanne, are very proud of both of you. David and Phyllis, because of your generosity, the Eastern education that has been so instrumental in the success of your family will be extended to countless generations of students to come. And on behalf of the Eastern Illinois University Foundation, it is our pleasure and our privilege to present the 2013 Outstanding Philanthropist Award to David and Phyllis Sardello.
Welcome to all of you. Phyllis and I would like to thank the Foundation for this honor. Most of us are products of the post-Depression or World War II, born in the 30s and 40s. Our families, in most cases, were limited and frugal. Indeed, some of us can remember this and tell tales of the times. Based on our experiences, we learned to save and to help others in need. So when Phyllis and I retired, we decided it was time to give back to EIU for the opportunities afforded us. Phyllis received both bachelor's and master's from Eastern and has taught in the Charleston School District for over 20 years. Our daughter, Suzanne, also received both degrees here at EIU and followed in her mother's path and has taught at Mark Twain and Carl Sandburg and has obtained several grants for the school. So we decided to honor her with a scholarship in elementary education for a would-be senior. Lisa, a registered nurse, married with children, then completed 2 degrees here. She later served as a staff nurse at EIU's health service. Subsequently has become a nurse practitioner and has a private practice in Camargo. To honor Lisa, we established a scholarship for the RN to BSN completion program for nurses who are already in the workplace. I myself worked with registration for over 30 years in an area of the university that received a little positive feedback. So, I decided to become a track and field official in 1973 and served as a timer, and today continue as clerk of course. This gave me an opportunity to have an outlet with students in a more relaxed atmosphere. I decided to create 2 freshman scholarships, male and female, for 1 year, each to be awarded by the coaches to the most qualified athlete that did not receive any athletic aid. I'm here particularly trying to encourage younger retirees to give back on a regular basis. Remember, they don't bring Brinks trucks to funerals. Time is on your side, and the foundation will work with you. An analogy besides family experiences might be like donating blood. It's easy, if able. Once you get past pricking your finger, the most pain, you share yourself with others by providing blood and/or platelets to enable others to carry on. I myself am O negative, the universal donor, so I donate often. In the end, whether your goal is to provide mortar to build buildings on our campus, or scholarships to assist students, or otherwise, be creative. Use your imagination, donate regularly, and your goal will be met. Phyllis and I have been gratified to experience the results, whether it be a successful teacher, the advancement of a nurse's career, or through hard work and successful coaching, an OVC champion. And yes, there have been 2 in the 800 meters and the discus. Again, we thank you for this honor.
That was a great job. Really well done.
It is with great excitement that I would like to announce 2 new awards starting this year. The awards are called Real Panthers Quality Service Awards. We had a staff training with Disney coming up. We already have fantastic service from our EIU faculty and staff, but we wanted to raise it up another level and provide Disney-like quality service. And we established these awards to recognize EIU faculty and staff who are shining stars. Award recipients are individuals that have excelled in service and commitment to EIU in the following manner. They are positive examples of what is great about EIU. They provide extraordinary Disney-like customer service. They show exceptional school spirit. They are a shining star at EIU. And lastly, they show generosity and their giving to EIU. The first Real Panthers Wear Quality Service Award goes to Dr. Doug and Mary Bauer. If you would come up to the stage.
One for each.
A little history on him. Doug received his BS degree from the University of Illinois and MSc in 1987 from EIU. He currently serves as Associate Dean of the EIU College of Education and Professional Studies. He is a member of the Pillar Society and the President's Society. Doug and his wife created the College of Education and Professional Studies Faculty and Student Research Award Endowment. As a second-generation EIU educator, Doug understands the importance of private support, especially for faculty and students who strive to research and discover topics in their chosen field. Doug has also been active in meeting donor prospects with Dean Jackman, encouraging others to support Eastern. And now the better half. Mary, a graduate of Eastern University of Illinois, serves as an assistant to Dean Jackman in the College of Education and Professional Studies. She previously served as an accountant in the EIU Business Office and at Consolidated Communications. Her responsibilities include working closely with the Alumni Board and the Philanthropy Board. Last semester, she led a quality team effort to improve the endowment processes from a time a donor makes a gift, ending with improved donor stewardship. She's a key part of the planning and execution of the annual donor stewardship event on Veterans Day, and the fantastic wine tasting and auction held at the Firefly, which raised in excess of $24,000 this year. I'd like to recognize Dr. Doug and Mary Bauer. Give them a big hand for our first award winners. Our second customer service award is reserved for an advancement staff member, and this is the person who's gone above and beyond with Real Panthers Wear Blue to build more school spirit than anybody I've ever seen. Tanya Green, will you come to the stage? Tanya received her Bachelor of Arts degree in General Studies from Eastern. She's chair of the Quality Customer Service team. She led us by creating the Real Panthers Wear Blue campaign to energize it with school spirit, and I think she took hundreds of pictures with Dr. Perry and I and everybody wearing blue. She's revitalized the campus and the community by a visible mirage of blue. When you see all the flags on Lincoln Avenue coming in, that's Tanya. She also organized Pizza with the Players, which had hundreds of students and community members interact with the EIU football team. Her positive energy and enthusiasm radiates across campus. She's a perfect example of all the qualities that make up this award. Please join me in congratulating Tanya. Tanya. Congratulations.
I had no idea. So I have no prepared speech, but I just want to say thank you to everybody in this room, and thank you to all the donors for all you do for EIU, and for all the committees that I'm on. My position, I have the most fun job on campus, but it takes teamwork to do what we do, and I just appreciate everybody in this room. So thank you so much.
We're very pleased that the generosity of our alumni and friends continue to amaze us with record-setting contributions. We're headed to our fourth year in a row of record-setting contributions. And in December, we received our largest one-time contribution ever of $3.68 million. It was from a former faculty member, Dr. Paul Ward. And then, unbelievably, that record stood a whopping 43 days, only to be surpassed by a $5 million contribution. So our alums are being extremely generous, and I hope this trend continues. Currently, our post-campaign priority is providing students with opportunity for an excellent education through a scholarship mini-campaign. During the Expect Greatness campaign, we established 204 new scholarships, and we have a goal by 2017 to establish 100 more, and the staff is already ahead of pace with 57 new scholarships contributed. None of this would be possible without you. Again, I thank you for everything you do for Eastern. As our ceremony draws to an end, I'd like to invite everyone to watch a unique demonstration which is being prepared outside by the students of the FCS department in the center of the Dowden Concourse. Immediately following the demonstration, please stay and join us for a social reception. And lastly, what I'd like to do is, with the development, advancement, and marketing staff, wave and give them a big round of applause. They've done a fantastic job. I'd like to remind you, we have another...
Wait. That was a pretty puny wave. Philanthropy folks, come down to the front here.
All right.
Come on down here to the front where we can see you. Come on down. Come on down. We owe you so much. We owe you so much for all the work that you do. So come on down.
Carla, this is like Price is Right. Run.
Let's give him a big round of applause.
This is not like the Academy Awards. None of you get to talk, so.
Now let's have a big wave.
Let's show your wave.
Thank you.
These guys are the best. Thank you.